What is up, guys? This is Dave with a brand new video. Today we're bringing you the insane corner tactic that I use on my Football Manager 2015 saves. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my two series that are ongoing on my YouTube channel with Wolves, and I've got one based in Malta. We use this corner tactic on there and we score quite a few goals off it. A few people have asked me how I do it and if I could make a video and show them how to do it, and I felt it's a good idea to do. So you may as well go straight into it. I'm not saying this is an exploit by any means, because you don't score off every single one, but it's a nice way for the whole team to get a goal, mainly the defenders. So we'll go into it and have a quick look how we work it here. We've got an image of the Tarshin, one of the Tarshin games where I actually score off the corner. So what I'm going to do, I am going to draw here a circle around the corner taker just here, and then we're going to put an arrow to this man on the near post, or nearest to the corner taker. That's the guy we're going to be passing it short to, as I'll show you later on in the video. We've passed it short to him, and he's got quite a few options there. He's got basically now the guy in control, the guy who picks what he wants to do. He can either pass it short to this guy who's on the penalty spot. He can basically decide there what he wants to do. He can either shoot, which does sometimes happen, or even pass it to the man at the back post here, who will tap it in easily. Or again, this guy who's first initially collected the ball short has an option to either cross it to the back post, cross it to the near post here, or on a rare occasion they do shoot as well. Not a lot of them go in, but it's always nice to see it sneak through the near post, especially in the 90th minute when you're losing a game and that kind of thing happens. But it is a really good tactic anyway, and we'll go in now and we'll check out the first highlight that I'm going to show you, and the first kind of goal, that first group of goals, which can kind of give you an idea on what the tactic is like. So guys, we've got now the instances. As you can see, played it short, and this time it was a cross to the back post, where on the latest episode of Maltese Challenge, he headed it into the back of the net. We'll watch it again. Just played it short, ball in, and then the little, I think it was ball back across and a little tap in from the centre back. So that's kind of the flexibility of this. Any player can really produce anything for the move. We'll go on to another one now, which was on my wall save. Ball came in here and it was a straightforward knock to the back post. Always spots the gaps there, especially got a clever winger. Like in this case, I've used Jordan Ibe. He spotted that little gap and he's gone through basically everyone, and Danny Bart's been allowed to score an open goal. So we'll go into the game now, guys, and check out the actual set piece and what we have to do to get it going. So obviously, guys, we're on to the game now, and I'm on my wall save. I'm going to quickly show you the set pieces. Obviously, this is the kind of tactic I use on my game, and for this tactic we use like a 4-1-2-2-1 with the one defensive midfielder, two central midfielders, two attacking wider wingers, and one forward. So we'll chuck into the set pieces now. We'll go on to corners, and this is kind of how I do it. Obviously, you've got the people who take your corners here. James Henry and Michael Jacobs don't play that often, so Alex Grimaldo normally takes my corners. And you click aim at, and then you make sure you select short. You've got all these options here. So you've got mixed, short, near post, far post, penalty spot, 6-yard box. Make sure both sides are at short. You can click edit corner instructions here, and these are the kind of things we use. So you go short, short. Obviously someone will be there to be short. Normally in this case it's Jordan Ibe. So I've got it on default there. I think it depends on wings. I think Ibe's on the one wing, Ezekiel's on the other. I'm not too sure, but this is what I use. Obviously goalkeeper default. A weird tip, if you wanted, you can put goalkeepers up for corners. Not a lot of people would know that, but you can put goalkeepers up for corners if you wanted. I used to do it when I was like 8 and I just didn't care about the game, but obviously I take it a lot more serious now. You want your full backs to stay back, your two centre backs, one probably your taller of the two maybe, to stand on the far post, your other centre back to challenge the keeper. Your in this case defensive midfielder, lurker outside the area, and the rest on default. Now obviously you kind of got to tweak it to your suitabilities and needs. If you do play wingers, just make sure you keep them two on default because they'll be the ones coming short. Obviously, I'd recommend if you're playing four at the back to keep your fullbacks back. Normally, they're the the smallest of the defenders. And obviously, depending on this is probably for long shot reasons. The lurking outside area. That's what I feel. So probably the guy with, if your centre midfielders, one has a good passing or long shots back into the box, might be a good idea to put him there. I hope this has given you an insight, guys. Anyway, it is quite an interesting one. It does work quite well. I can show you quickly. Jordan Ibe, who normally is the guy that collects them. Obviously, he isn't great at corners, but his crossing's half decent, and he's been picking up assists for fun for me. If I can try and show you. He's got 16 already in 24 games, or 26. It's really decent because he hasn't played all the games this season. He's smashing the player stats. If I quickly show you on here, he's smashing the stats there for assists, 14 to the second guy who got 8. But Jordan Ibe hasn't even played every game of the season. He's got the most assists by a long mile. And he's really playing well for me. And this tactic does work. As I said, it's not an exploit. You're not going to score off every single one, but it's a really good way to get goals, especially if your corners are just you're not creating anything off them. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you drop me a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, and obviously comment on how this corner tactic went for you. Obviously, or if you've got any questions or your initial thoughts on it. I'll be happy to respond. I'll respond quite quickly anyway. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Make sure if you're on Twitter, follow me on Twitter as well. It's at DaveAsAParty.FM. I'll drop that link in the description below. And I hope you all have a very nice day. I'll see you all soon.